what's up? I'm Colleen and welcome to my channel. I've never met a sparkle that I didn't like and a bully that I did, because being mean is not cool. Awesome people are not mean, so be kind all the time. So welcome to another day of Colleen's Creeptober. I hope you guys are having a nice start to your week. Mine's going well so far. So for this edition of Colleen's Creeptober, I thought I would do a nice autumn look because I'm wearing like a brownishy shirt. So I figured I would use this really cool multi-chrome called Trial by Stone that I got from Notoriously Morbid last year, but I believe this color is still available. It has such a cute, neat packaging. Like, it just opens like that and it's such a cool color. And then I'm going to use the Essence Witch Side palette because it's spooky and it's spooky season, so I try and use all of my like spooky themed palettes this time of year. I also figured while I did my makeup, I would talk about spirit boxes. I mentioned in my past video that I got one for my birthday. I actually wasn't going to show any clips of any of the sessions that I've done on my channel yet, just because like I did just get it about a week and a half ago. But the other day when I was watching back some of the footage that I recorded, because you record your sessions, because I actually heard from a lot of people that when you watch back the recording is when you'll actually hear a lot of the responses versus when you're actually like listening when you're doing it, just because it's easier to hear it back, if that makes any sense, because there's a lot of static and stuff, and while you're doing it, it's just harder. So when I was watching one of my videos back, I noticed a response that I got. It was during a session where I was trying to communicate with my grandmother, my mother's mother, who passed away when I was 8 years old, I believe. Yeah, I was 8 years old. And I just always wanted to like communicate with her again, and I have, which I think I've shown before. This is sometimes visible in the back of my videos. There's this music box. This was hers. I absolutely loved this music box as a child. She used to have it on her dresser, and I used to love to play with this. It still works, I believe. Yeah. Like, this would mix around and the cat would come up and down. But, oh no, it doesn't. She would, well, it doesn't really work as much anymore. She moves up and down, and she'll spin around like she's rolling dough. But they don't really move as much anymore. But I used to love this, and so when she passed away, I claimed this for myself, and I always keep it on my dresser or on my desk or whatever. So when I did my session yesterday, I pulled this up and pulled this close to me to try and see if maybe I could use this as a way to bridge her over. So when I was first doing the session, I actually didn't think I really caught anything. I didn't think I got any real responses, but when I was listening to it back, I definitely got a response. So I'm not gonna continue babbling on. I'm gonna get on to doing a nice autumn look, and I will show you the footage of my spirit box session trying to communicate with my grandmother. So I know that there's like a lot of controversy around like spirit boxes. People believe that, you know, they're really just picking up sounds from, you know, the radio, because spirit boxes, what they do is they scan radio waves, and people believe that spirits can use that energy to communicate with you. They can manipulate it to speak to you. Some people feel that that's not what's happening. It's kind of just like a pareidolia kind of thing where you hear what you want to hear. But I don't think so, because I do think sometimes, yes, you are like stretching it. But for me, I wasn't looking to get anything. So when I was listening to it back, I wasn't expecting to hear that at all. And it came through clear as day. And when you watch the footage that I'll show in a second, you can tell I did not hear it at all during the session I was doing. I had no response. I didn't hear it. So yeah. I don't really know where I was going with that. Okay, so I have my music box that I always loved that was in my grandmother's room, and I have my spirit box. So we are going to turn it on and see if maybe I can try. I mean, I do think sometimes you definitely, like I said, you can lead yourself into believing sometimes certain words or things were there and everything. But I do believe that it does have a genuine contact sometimes. I really do. And I just think they're really fascinating. So Grandma, I just want to know if you're around. Grandma, if you're around, you can use this box to say something. I'd love it if you were around, if you would say something. So that was the clip there. So what do you guys think? Do you think that that was an I love you? Because I think it was. I was really excited when I heard that, when I was listening to it back. It was just as clear as day to me. That's about the only thing I got. I think I shot that for probably about 15 minutes, but I cut it down to that just because there really wasn't anything else in the footage that I felt was substantial, or that I felt was like a real genuine response. But that I felt was a real genuine response. So what are all of your opinions on Spirit box sessions? Do you think that they have some kind of validity? Do you think they're just a bunch of, as Willow from 3 Southern Cats on TikTok, who I love, some hocus pocus shit, or is a whole bunch of hoopla? What do you think about them? I think that they are really interesting tools. Like I said, anything with the paranormal, I do think you have to go in with a little bit of skepticism and an open mind at the same time, just because I think it is easy in the paranormal to convince yourself of something that might not be there. But with what I showed you before, I wasn't looking for that, and that just kind of came out of nowhere. So I do believe that that was a message from my grandmother. And like I said, the rest of the thing, there was nothing else. So, and I find, like, with sessions, I like the honest sessions where people are like, look, I played it, it was unsuccessful, I didn't, you know, get much footage or feedback, and I really appreciate videos like that. I hate when ones really kind of try and stretch it, and you just hear, like, a mumble, and they're trying to make words out of something, and it's like, I don't know. And like I've said before too, with Spirit box sessions, you don't know who you are speaking to, so always be very careful. I closed the session out, and then I did do some sage. I thanked them, for speaking to me. I, constantly reminded, the energy in the room that we're of love and light here, and that we don't tolerate any darkness and things like that, just to, clear the air and make sure that we are, keeping it light and everything. And also what you couldn't see on camera just because of the way of my angling, I actually had a candle that had some black tourmaline in it. It was like a spell candle that I got off Etsy from a witch. So it was like a protection candle, so I did like burn that when I was doing my spirit box. So what are some of the spooky things that you guys are doing during the Halloween season? Like I said before, I don't like haunted houses because I don't like jump scares. Plus I live in an actual kind of haunted house, so I mean, it has some definite energy going on. So I don't need to go and be in a fake one where they jump at you. I do appreciate the artwork and the stuff that goes into making them, because I just find some of them so detailed and cool. But I can't do any of those things. Especially the ones where they're like allowed to touch you. I feel so bad. I'd probably like punch the poor actor in the face. I always thought it'd be kind of cool to live, and I guess it would be kind of like a place like Salem, that around like Halloween and like fall, autumn, whatever, it really got into the like season. It got really like a spooky town. I guess like kind of like a Halloween town. I always thought like that would be really cool to like live in. I always love those like decorated Halloween villages, like the ones they have in Michael's and stuff. I just think they're so cute, and I always like wish there was like a setup where you could go and just like actually like spend the day in a village like that. It would be so cool and magical. I would love it. And same with the Christmas villages. So cool. Right in our corner, I actually grabbed a single from Looxi Beauty. It's called Solstice. It was this one. So this is my finished brownishy autumn look. I like how it came out. I love the color Trial by Stone. I like the Essence Witch Side palette. I know some people didn't like it. It always worked pretty well for me. Yeah, I always found the mattes to blend out really nice and smooth. The like marble shades, they're a little bit hard to use, but I figure if when I use them with like my finger and I just press them on, I can get them to work. I used it in my brow bone area with a little bit of the white color in there as well. But yeah, Trial by Stone is such a pretty color, and it's one of those colors that like I always forget to use. But anyway, so let me know what you think about spirit boxes and just in general, if you think that that was a message that I heard, or if it wasn't. It's totally cool if you don't think that it was. I know that, you know, it's like I said, it's fair game to be very skeptical about the paranormal. I'd love to hear people's responses about it, just because I'm always interested in hearing what other people have to say about it. So anyway, my celestial cupcakes, that is it for this video. So if you liked this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you really like this video, please feel free to subscribe. If you want to do neither one of those things, that is totally fine. I thank you so much for stopping by and spending this minute with me. I really appreciate it. I will still send you tons of happy thoughts and positive vibes your way just for stopping by. So thank you. As always, I will have everything that I'm wearing on my face, as well as my Twitter and Instagram handles listed below in case you'd like to follow me there. I post pictures of looks that I do not film, as well as pictures of my pets, and I think they are adorable, but of course we are all biased when it comes to our fur babies, but oh well. So anyway, from one makeup lover to another, I hope you guys have a fantastic day, and remember, be you, do you, love you. Bye.